Why making Rizal obsolete is not a bad thing. Now, when I say obsolete, I meant that we shouldn't have to keep on relying on Rizal if we've already learned from him and made real progress as a nation. When was the first time you've learned about Rizal? For most of us, it's been drilled into our heads since grade school, right? Our teachers, especially our elementary teachers, introduced us to him. We memorized his poems, performed some acts about him, even watched documentaries, made scrapbooks and collage, and every year he is celebrated. He is respected, and he is remembered. That's why we have National Heroes Day, right? But the real question is, why is Rizal still so relevant today after 128 years after his death? Historian Renato Constantino once said something that sounds kind of harsh at first, which goes, our task is to make Rizal obsolete. Like what? Obsolete? Like outdated? That sounds almost disrespectful, right? But the more you think about it on a deeper level, the more it makes actual sense. Constantino wasn't saying Rizal didn't matter. He was saying Rizal still matters now because the thing he fought for over 100 years ago still hasn't been fixed. Rizal fought against abuse, injustice, and ignorance. He dreamed of a Philippines that was educated, united, and free. He visioned something for our country, and yet it's still not completely done. But now, decades later, what changed? People are still silenced. Corruption still exists. Critical thinking is still rare. Fake news is spreading like wildfire. And instead of taking action, we wait for the next result to rise and save us. We remain as is. No change. No action. Nothing. And that is where the problem is. We are stuck worshiping heroes from the past instead of becoming the new ones. Constantino argued that Rizal became our national hero because he was the safe choice. He wanted peaceful reforms, not bloody revolutions, that made him more acceptable to both the Spanish and the Filipino elite. Meanwhile, people like Bonifacio who wanted real radical change were pushed aside. So, what do we do with this information? Do we throw Rizal out of the window? No, of course not. But we do need to stop treating him like the peak of what a Filipino can be. Because if Rizal is the symbol of our hopes, maybe we haven't grown as a nation as much as we think we have. We kept on being idealistic, but not realistic. We kept on speaking change, but not acting it. To make Rizal obsolete isn't to cancel him, it's to live in a country where the issues he died fighting against have been solved, where people no longer need to look at monuments for inspiration because change is already happening on the ground. That's the day I hope our nation will experience. Imagine a Philippines where students don't just study Rizal's life, but actually lives by his values, where we can relate to what Rizal envisioned Philippines will be. That is the Philippines that we should be building. That's the future Rizal hoped for. So yeah, maybe one day Rizal will be obsolete. And honestly, that's the best way that we can honor him, to respect his name, and to love our country, which is the Philippines. Once again, I'm Erich Deinla, and this is TED Talk about Rizal.